I find it absolutely laughable that some of you naive people out there really believe that Donald Trump cares about ridding these large cities of their violence and their crime. And he's supposed to be such a big backer of the blue in support of police officers, standing behind them 100%. He will not stand for any violence against police officers. The military and the National Guard is currently in Washington, D.C., trying to reestablish law and order when every statistic shows that crime has dropped astronomically in DC by over 30%, I think it is. But ironically, he turned the other way when there was a real violent mob attacking the nation's capital. Under his order, by the way. Some of you have such short memories, or should I say selective memories. This is the only scenario that I would see for Donald Trump to have to call the National Guard and the military into Washington, D.C. Look at this guy pepper spraying police officers. And with this dude with a Confederate flag on his helmet, by the way. They came there in tactical gear. The first time something like this in modern history happened, and yet you all turn a blind eye and pretend to believe that Donald Trump cares about lawlessness when clearly he does not. He called them good people. He called them patriots. Look at what they're doing to law enforcement officials. Just look at them climbing up the walls. This is absolutely unbelievable. But Donald Trump backs the blue. They almost killed this officer, crushing him. And it's a miracle that he survived this, but it wasn't without injury. This was such a violent and traumatic attack that 4 police officers from this day, if I'm getting the number correct, died by suicide in the weeks and months following this attack. And that doesn't include Officer Sicknick, who ended up dying as a result of the trauma that he endured this day. And let's not even begin to add up all of the injuries, serious and not serious. Even one of the rioters lost her life because of the madness of this day. And you want to sit there and tell me that Donald Trump cares about law and order? You are the biggest fool to believe something like that, especially when the evidence is right there in your face. And the kicker of it all, he pardoned all of them. He pardoned every last one of these thug, gang, criminal hoodlums. What does that say about what he cares about law and order? This is a joke, and you guys know it. And it's sad. You have turned on your own country for a man who got one foot in the grave, and he's going to be gone, and you're going to be left here with a shame. Unfortunately for you, this is not the 50s and 60s and 70s. This is the age of social media, and the internet is forever. You will be forever remembered for your treason, for you turning your back on your country, for a wannabe fascist dictator. One of Donald Trump's infamous statements is that he loves the poorly educated so much. Well, y'all, at this point, it's beyond being poorly educated. You guys have lost your ever-loving minds to believe anything Donald Trump says. And one thing is for sure, and 2 things are for certain. This shameful moment in American history will pass, but we will never forget it, and we will never let you forget it.